Stop everything. Last night, the biggest story in the NBA flipped in an instant. One step, no contact, and Giannis Antetokounmpo collapsed to the floor. For the second straight season, the fear was immediate and universal, the dreaded Achilles tear. But this morning, we finally have the first real medical update, and it brings a massive sigh of relief, at least for now. According to Bucks coach Doc Rivers, the medical team believes they have ruled out an Achilles injury. The early diagnosis is a right calf strain, and Giannis went straight for an MRI after the game. It's not the worst-case scenario, but it is still serious. Milwaukee is already struggling at 10-13, and now, without their superstar, their season and his long-term future sits on the edge. This is everything we know so far, along with what the expected recovery timeline could look like. The injury happened less than 3 minutes into the game against Detroit. Giannis drove baseline, made a pass, and as he tried to accelerate up the floor, his leg slipped out from under him. He immediately grabbed the back of his lower leg, right at that terrifying border between the calf and Achilles. That movement, that exact slip, is the classic mechanism for an Achilles rupture. That's why the entire arena froze. Post-game, Doc Rivers confirmed the critical update. We believe we have ruled out the possibility that Antetokounmpo injured his Achilles tendon on the play. That is the single most important sentence of the night. A calf strain means weeks. An Achilles means a full lost year. But a calf strain isn't a one-day absence. The MRI will determine the severity, and that matters. A grade 1 strain is the best case, a mild tear that could keep him out for 1 to 2 weeks. He might miss the upcoming matchup against Philadelphia, but that's manageable. A grade 2 strain is far more common and far more disruptive. That can mean 3 to 6 weeks on the sidelines, potentially in a boot, and it would knock him out for most of the December schedule. A grade 3 strain is the nightmare scenario short of a rupture. It's a near-complete tear that can require months, not weeks, to recover from. We should know the exact grade as soon as the MRI results are finalized. The problem is that the Bucks were already spiraling. This injury comes in the middle of a brutal stretch where Milwaukee has dropped 7 of 10 and is just 1 of 5 without Giannis this season. The statistical drop-off when he leaves the floor is alarming. With Giannis, the Bucks' offense is elite. Without him, their offensive rating collapses to the bottom of the league, worse than teams openly rebuilding. And the schedule ahead is merciless: Philadelphia, Boston, New York. Milwaukee's defense has been inconsistent, their spacing unreliable, and the chemistry between Dame and the supporting cast hasn't clicked. Without Giannis, all of those flaws get magnified. Meanwhile, the Spurs get what they've been planning for, a generational running mate for their generational prodigy. And let's talk about that pairing, because Giannis and Wembanyama together is not just exciting, it's potentially historic. Defensively, this becomes the most terrifying frontcourt the NBA has ever witnessed. Wemby's 7 feet 5 inches frame and freakish shot blocking paired with Giannis's unparalleled mobility, strength, and ability to guard all 5 positions would create an instant 15-foot wall around the rim. Opponents wouldn't just struggle, they'd panic. Offensively, the fit is just as seamless. Giannis remains the downhill engine who collapses entire defenses. Wemby stretches the floor, finishes alley-oops, shoots threes, and punishes any mismatch. The pick and roll between them would be literally unguardable. You can't switch it, you can't trap it, and you definitely can't defend it with a single big. Add in the stability and coaching genius of Greg Popovich, and this would immediately become a championship-level team. Not in 3 years, not in 1 year. Right now, this is a duo that could dominate for the next decade, win multiple championships, and completely reshape the league's balance of power. The Western Conference would shift overnight. Other contenders would be forced to rethink their timelines. And the Spurs, after years of rebuilding, would suddenly be back on top of the NBA mountain. All of this only becomes possible because of Milwaukee's shaky situation. If the Bucks continue to struggle, and if Giannis feels the franchise can't deliver on its promise to compete, the pressure will build quickly. Teams will call. The Spurs will be first in line. And once those conversations begin, there's no going back. So here's the question. Will Milwaukee take the risk and try to fix things around Giannis? Or will they face the reality of their situation and listen to the kind of offer no franchise can refuse? Let me know in the comments. Do you think the Bucks would ever consider a trade like this? And if you were the Spurs GM, what would your final offer be? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest NBA trade updates and news. Thanks for watching.